One airline fined 342 passengers last year for misusing a seatbelt. Stick around to dodge the costliest rookie mistake, hiding in row 32. What's the worst onboard fee you've ever swallowed? The average tray table hosts 8 times more bacteria than the lavatory flush button. Swabs of front row tables clocked 2,155 colony-forming units, while the rear cabin averaged 1,619 colony-forming units. Those stowaway germs hitch a ride on your pretzel bag, then onto the rental car steering wheel, turning a weekend escape into 2 days of fever in a Frankfurt hotel. Your seatmate just coughed. Before a single boarding zone call ends, pull out a sealed alcohol wipe, sweep the plastic from hinge to hinge, and give the seatbelt latch the same treatment. Cabin humidity sits near 2%, drying nasal passages and lowering your defenses. The Centers for Disease Control lists surface sanitation as the first line of defense between flyers and influenza. Yet crews sanitize only during overnight. A 10-cent wipe saves a €100 pharmacy run. Wipe, wait 10 seconds, then enjoy that welcome drink water. Ever reached beneath your seat and felt nothing but frayed Velcro? In the past 12 months, flight attendants filed 47 missing vest reports and 18 tampered seals, triggering emergency inspections that stranded planes and passengers for hours. Do the 2-second sweep. Federal Aviation Regulation 121.309 permits fines up to $3,000 for knowingly sitting on a missing flotation device, and the airline can pass that penalty to the last passenger documented in the seat. Cabin announcements won't rescue you once the doors close. So, as soon as you buckle, slide a hand under the cushion, verify a firmly packed yellow pouch, and flag crew if it's gone. One honeymooning couple on a Manila hop skipped this step. Their aircraft diverted, they missed a non-refundable resort night, and insurance refused reimbursement. Check. Confirm. Relax. Security saved. Snap your suitcase before the door thunks shut and the bin latches. Last year, airlines mishandled 28 million bags, yet only 8 million compensation claims were approved. When a handle cracks or a zipper rips mid-flight, carriers demand pre-departure condition proof within 72 hours. Empty-handed travelers watch a 4-figure Rimawa write-off vaporize. Photo proof beats paperwork. Open your camera, capture the case sitting pristine in the overhead, and include the row number sticker for bonus credibility. Under the Montreal Convention, an image with a timestamp is evidence enough to trigger up to 1,700 special drawing rights, about $2,300. If the airline balks, a quick snap also preserves your EU 261 leverage should you connect through Europe. Sync the shot to your airline app while Wi-Fi is complimentary on the ground. It autofills claim data if things go south. A Snow Polo digital nomad did exactly that. Lost wheel, filed in 3 minutes, refund arrived before customs, happened to travel light. Photograph the empty bin. Airlines sometimes blame overstuffing to deny payouts. An extra angle showing no pre-existing scuffs can bump settlements by 15% under most carrier guidelines. 1 minute of diligence buys weeks of headache relief. Click, close, relax. Passengers paid $29 million in surprise roaming charges last year, yet airlines earned just $16 million from onboard Wi-Fi sales. One Los Angeles designer opened her bill to find $453 for 11 megabytes of silent app refresh while still taxiing. No souvenir t-shirts, just an invoice. Airplane mode? Immediately. Here's the sneak attack. As soon as the cabin door closes, onboard cell antennas switch to maritime rate satellite networks that bill at up to $42 per megabyte. Background mail sync, cloud photos, and even weather widgets nibble data every few seconds. A 5-minute runway delay is all it takes to torch a weekend budget. Under the FCC's bill shock guidelines, carriers must send an alert only after charges exceed $100. By then, the damage is done. Toggle airplane mode, then re-enable Wi-Fi only after rotation, so your phone locks to the free messaging tier many airlines now offer. Better yet, preload podcasts and maps while still on gate Wi-Fi. Chase Sapphire Reserve holders get 10 gig global ESAM packs with a complimentary code. Grab that now and stash it in your Notes app. Tokyo Honeymooner followed this routine. Her end-of-trip cellular charge was $9, not 9 days meal money. Protect your wallet, preserve your bandwidth. Silence. Saved. You shuffle down the aisle, eyeing a single, neatly wrapped blanket dangling from the last overhead hatch. Someone else clocks it too. Airlines order economy blankets for barely €2 apiece, yet advertise €8 comfort kits once airborne. 400% markup. Planes stock roughly 1 blanket for every 3 seats on domestic hops, half that on short-haul red-eyes. Miss the grab and you inherit a thin seatback headrest as your only warmth. Cabin thermostats dip to 19 degrees Celsius to keep passengers drowsy and compliant, not cozy. Shivering robs REM sleep, spiking cortisol and jet lag by up to 30% on overnight routes. Seattle scientists proved it after wiring travelers to sleep trackers. While stowing your carry-on, flag the nearest attendant and politely request a blanket before pushback. Inventories are open, and you'll rank ahead of later callers. Could I have a blanket now before they're all gone? Elite flyers exploit a loophole. Airlines quietly allow 1 extra medical comfort item at no cost if you mention circulation or pregnancy. A clever Frankfurt consultant packs a mini heater pad, cites cramps, and exits flights refreshed. Grab early, glide warmly, land sharp. A bleary coder on the Chicago-Tokyo red-eye fainted 40 minutes after takeoff. Cabin crew blamed 3 espresso shots, but the real villain was 2% cabin humidity. At that dryness, your lungs lose a quarter liter of water every hour. Yet airlines no longer preload free bottles in most economy seat pockets, saving both kilos of weight and thousands in fuel. Mid-flight medical reports cited dehydration in 67% of in-air collapses last year, while only 21% involved turbulence injuries. Startling gap, health ignored. The remedy is ridiculously simple yet time-sensitive. Ask for a full-size bottle while doors are still open. Because potable water tanks can't be refilled once catering seals the galley. Federal Aviation Regulation 125.219 mandates sufficient drinking water is boarded for every passenger. But distribution is first come once the captain dims seatbelts, your rationed 2 plastic cups. Hydrate before altitude steals moisture. Savvy travelers preload by flashing an empty reusable at-gate security. Most airlines happily top it off during crew briefing, and metal bottles stay cooler under seat lights. Chase Sapphire lounges even supply electrolyte packets. Stuff 2 into your passport sleeve for the inevitable desert dry air. 1 minute of hydration prep, 8 hours of clear-headed cruising. Drink early, stay human. Maintenance logs reveal 11% of economy headphone jacks are dead on their very first flight. 2 carriers admitted entire rows offline for 3 straight legs, yet their contracts of carriage disclaim refunds once airborne, pushing passengers toward paid tablets or premium Wi-Fi just to hear the safety demo. Silent flight, louder regrets. Your fix happens before the belt sign pings. Plug in your earbuds the moment you sit. Play a saved ringtone. And if you hear static or nothing, raise a hand while ground techs are still wired into the cabin. Under 14 CFR 259.4, the airline must offer comparable service or reasonable compensation for equipment failure found before departure. Documented early, agents receipt you or issue a streaming voucher on the spot. 11% failure, 92% denial after takeoff. Seasoned flyers sweeten the pot by showing they paid extra for enhanced entertainment rows. Most agents quietly credit 500 miles or a $10 snack coupon. A Melbourne student snagged both, plus a window upgrade simply by testing early. Click, listen, claim. Ever notice the passenger in 14C live tweeting takeoff while you still hunt the login page? That perk evaporates fast. Airlines issue a limited batch, often just 300 of 30-minute promo codes per flight, and data shows they vanish within 7 minutes of door closure. Miss the window, and you'll pay up to $38 for the same bandwidth. 7-minute window, $38 penalty. Window closes in 7 minutes. Fix the problem by opening your airline app on gate Wi-Fi and keeping it awake through pushback. The portal awards free chat or stream time the instant satellite links activate. Grant promo access now before supply runs out, please. Those words trigger a crew workaround on Delta and Singapore that reloads vouchers if stocks allow. Alaska mileage plan and Emirates Skywards bundle unlimited chat when your frequent flyer number is logged pre-departure. Activate it in that same window, and the credit sticks for the whole itinerary. The European Electronic Communications Code forces carriers entering the EU to publish tier pricing. Screenshot the paywall, and you can challenge any dynamic upsell later. A Nairobi consultant reclaimed 19 euros with time-stamped grabs. Log early, surf free, land richer. A bleary backpacker in seat 32A watched the same single malt soar from $42 to $59 once the jet cleared 10,000 feet. He hadn't tapped the pre-order QR code, staring back from the magazine pocket. Last year, airlines logged 2.8 million in-flight duty-free sales, but 94% of the dynamic price lifts happened after the captain switched off the belt sign. Markup madness. Last year, duty-free whiskey averaged $38 on the ground, $54 once airborne. Lock the price before wheels lift off. Connect to gate Wi-Fi, open the airline's shop link, and reserve any item for cabin delivery. International rules let them charge your card only when it reaches your seat, so you cancel risk-free if it shows up dented. Under the Montreal Protocol of Arding-e-Ba, a time-stamped confirmation counts as a binding offer, forcing carriers to honor ground pricing even if stock is rationed later. Emirates, ANA, and British Airways add 10% mileage rebates on prepaid orders, a stealth status booster. An Oslo consultant books perfume every trip, pockets the rebate, then refuses delivery with a grin. The miles still post, pre-order, screenshot, relax, gelato fund intact. Claim an unassigned special meal before the carts roll, or watch the galley charge you €8 for the same chicken korma 30 rows back. Catering audits show 1 in every 11 trays never finds its vegetarian or diabetic passenger due to last-minute upgrades. Crews must log leftovers and dump them on landing. Ask now, feast later. Catering misloads hit 9% last quarter, while in-flight buy-ons rose 13%. Once seated, discreetly ask any extra dietary meals unclaimed today. International food safety regulations allow attendants to replate sealed trays if the manifest shows no allergen conflict. Because the food is prepaid, it's handed over free, sometimes with metal cutlery and a larger dessert. Lufthansa even notes the transaction as customer accommodation, earning you a goodwill coupon if supply falls short on your next hop. Could I take a spare special meal before general service begins? If you hold elite status, flag your profile. Systems auto-assign spare premium meals to the highest tier within reach. A Nairobi videographer walked away with business class mezz in economy, plus a handwritten apology for the mix-up. Ask early, dine well, land smiling. You've wiped the tray, stashed a full bottle, and claimed that spare veggie curry. 3 clicks that keep tomorrow's tapas fund intact. Stack all 15 moves, and you'll cruise like crew while everyone else buys the lesson in late fees. Next episode, 7 airport service charges that feel like hidden taxes. Learn to dodge them before vacation even starts. Simple, smart, done. Not financial, legal, or flight advice. Verify with official airline policy.